I got us a pet.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Do you want to see video? Proof? I made a video.
Jason, David!
Yo! This is traumatic for me. Hey, friends!
Hey!
Jason here with my wifey, Alyson.
Hey!
And we are broadcasting from Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio. This is month 18 on tour, living full-time on the road in our little RV. We named him Benny.
So, Alyson, guess what?
What?
We have been on the road, drum roll please, for 518 days.
518.
518 days.
That's too many days. That's too many
What?
days.
Is it?
No, but it's really fun.
I mean, you're having a good time.
Yeah, I'm having a good time. The Blank Canvas Tour is the name of our live show and new album. We launched the tour in Portland, Oregon, and now the tour has brought us here to Ohio. Now, Jason, in our previous episode, you said that I became a New Yorker.
You did.
Guess what? I think you became a Midwesterner. Ohio. What is it?
Ohioan?
Ohioan. You have become.
Are you guys Ohioans or Ohioans?
Ohioans.
What's a person in Ohio?
Ohioan.
Ohioan.
I'm just guessing.
The producers are saying Ohioan.
Ohioan.
It's official.
Or maybe Midwesterner.
Midwestern. So you think I'm becoming more
like tough and cool?
Oh.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
I don't know what that says about my previous self.
I
am a city boy.
Yes, you are.
From San Diego, California.
Yes, that's true.
Which means I'm a wimp.
No, okay.
You're supposed to say okay to that.
Just maybe.
But out here, you think you've noticed something different?
I think you've become tougher and cooler, definitely.
Really?
Yes. First of all, I saw you just chop a log for fire the other day.
I did, yes. I actually chopped the log perfectly in half.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how that happens.
Yeah, I've never seen him hold an axe before in his entire life, and I don't know why they let him do it.
That's
and
true.
They trusted him.
Okay, what else?
I have seen you ride a horse.
Oh, yes.
I've seen you ride a horse and then do a little jump.
We jumped, not a little jump.
Well, maybe I think it was 18 inches.
18 inches.
You did an 18-inch jump with that horse.
Yes.
And I didn't even know you had those skills.
I still don't know if I do, but that was fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was just really cool. Also, you just it was late at night, and then the youth group.
Oh, it was like 11 p.m.
Yeah, late.
It was like cold at night.
Yeah, all the boys were like, let's just jump into
a
pool, freezing cold pool,
body of water.
And they just all did, and
I joined them.
And I was like, no way. And it was
a cold plunge.
I put on a jacket as I watched them all do that.
So you're saying these are all evidences that I am becoming Ohioan, or Midwestern, tougher,
and cooler, and awesomer.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
awesomer.
Yes.
Wow. Well, we know what my wife likes. My wife. This whole 11 years of marriage.
You needed to become a Midwesterner than to become.
You are into Midwesterners.
To be cooler.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to be cooler.
Well, no, but. It's just I don't know. It's like it's awesome.
You like seeing a more tougher Jason, a more.
Well, when you word it that way,
not tougher, but a more he could survive in the wild.
Yeah,
for at least an extra day.
You are a survivor now.
Yes, I am a survivor.
You are a survivor now. I definitely think that's the case.
When we return, I jump a horse, we sink a boat, and she adopts the cutest pet you have ever seen. Also, are we opening up for Taylor Swift? We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Jason David podcast with Jason David and his better half, Alyson. Join them on the road as they tour across America with their band, I Am Untitled, covering tour life to RV life and everything in between. It's hard to put a label on it. I Am Untitled presents the Jason David podcast.
And we're back. So we drove from New York City all the way to Ohio.
Yep.
And we almost didn't make it.
Jason, tell them how we almost didn't make it.
So what happened was I almost sank our kayak. What you doing? What are you doing?
I'm in a bucket of water. I told you. I'm in a bucket of water, Jason, because Jason wanted to go over the rapids, and I told him no.
You're in a bucket.
I know.
What? We were on the Delaware.
Delaware River.
Like George Washington when you cross the Delaware.
Yeah, the Delaware River.
We were on Delaware River in a kayak. And I just wanted to go fast.
Yes.
The river was going too slow.
I like a nice, like, slow pace.
She does. But you also apparently like tough Midwestern. So I was like going for it. And then somehow my paddle was like splashing water into the...
Nope.
What happened?
Nope, that's not what happened.
What happened?
That's not what happened. What happened was the entire Delaware was calm.
Yes.
But then you chose the one rock because you thought going over the rock would be really exciting, and so he aimed for the rock.
Oh no, I wanted to feel like we were on rapids, like whitewater rapids.
Yes.
I wanted to feel something.
Yeah, so it was super wide.
It was way too peaceful.
And it was very
calm.
peaceful, and then...
So I aimed us, like there was a whole open area of water, but I aimed for where there was a rock that was creating some white water.
Yeah.
Aimed for that, and it made the tip of the kayak go under the water, which you were in the front row.
I was in the front row.
And it all got you.
Yes. And so I was soaking wet. I was drenched.
And I wasn't, right?
I was drenched. I was drenched from head to toe, just completely wet. And then Jason was completely dry. I don't even know how it happened.
And so then you tried to steer us away from it, and we ended up stuck in a tree.
Oh,
are you? Babe, back up. This was supposed to be romantic. We're gonna hit the tree again. Stay away.
Yeah, we got stuck in the tree.
I don't know. Here's the thing. If we had been with George Washington crossing the Delaware...
during winter especially.
America would have lost the Revolutionary War.
Oh, my goodness.
If we had been in the boat...
If you put it that way.
It would have been like Titanic. I'm sorry.
This is our 4th time touring Ohio.
You and I, every year that we come to Ohio, we have a friend named Dee Dee, and she's like a professional horse whisperer teacher.
Horse teacher.
Horse lady.
I'm not sure. No horse teacher.
Horse
she teaches
instructor.
you how to. She teaches you how to horseback ride.
To ride a horse.
Yeah.
But so this is our 3rd lesson.
Our 3rd
the
lesson.
first year we just learned how to not die.
Yeah,
how not to fall off.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yes, it
Very
was.
helpful information.
Yeah, and how to steer, how to stop the horse.
Stop, and you go, and you go.
Yeah.
And then the second year, I tried some jumping. Well, first I tried jumping without the horse.
Wait, what pants do you have?
I have
This stretchy pants.
I do have stretchy pants.
I got a stretchy pants and
Stretchy pants. Dude, I can't. Hold on. I was about to do it and I was like, no!
Just jump, even if you have to die.
My body keeps stopping me. Wait.
Jason.
This is how little they think of me.
Confident booster.
Alright, dude, if I can't get this one.
How low can you go? How low can you go?
Yes, he did. He was just like hurdles, basically.
Yes.
He just set the hurdle up,
And someone ate it.
and then he just tried to jump over it
Yes.
with no horse.
But then I jumped on the horse and they let me do 6 inches. Alright, this is Diesel. Hey, Diesel. Say hi, Diesel. We're starting with 6 inches?
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to jump. Alright, here we go.
And put your hand forward, good, and then make sure he gets over. Oh!
Alright, so we accomplished 6 inches. What are we doing?
About 12 inches.
We're doing a foot, you guys. We're gonna do this, right, buddy? Shake your head, yes.
Oh, I think he did.
He might shake his head, no. All right, here we go. How we doing, Diesel? We're doing good.
The horse has to lift his knees higher. There's a little bit more takeoff.
So we might get a little more air.
Yeah, he'll get more air. Yes!
I need to reward our horse.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
So ready?
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. That's so much slobber. Oh, I'm gonna just put that right there. All right, we're gonna jump 18 inches plus flowers. You ready, buddy? Here we go.
Stay tall, stand up, yep.
So I did feel like I kind of became, I don't know, more like Ohioan. And I'll give you an example of, we've met a lot of people in Ohio. We have a ton of friends.
Yes.
It feels like family in Ohio.
Definitely.
But I want to give you an example of what an Ohioan is like. Oh, hey. If you know, then you know. One day I was in Ohio. that Ohioans are super dangerous. 'Cause they want me to sing all about trampolines, one of the most dangerous things, and I would know. When I was 13, I almost lost both teeth, and half my body went through the trampoline, and I nearly died. That's why Ohioans are dangerous. Oh wait, do you not believe me? Let me tell you one more thing. After Judy said trampoline, I met another really dangerous being. She said motorcycle. I was like, wait a minute. Cause when I was 17, I really tried to drive those dangerous things. And then it almost hit my mom's minivan. But I was no longer on it because I accidentally hit the throttle and it went out from under my feet. That's why Ohioans are so living dangerously. But wait, there's one more thing. One other Ohioan raised his hand. Actually, there was like 5 people. They were all on the same page. They all said turtles. And I thought, oh, that's cute. Okay, so not all Ohioans are dangerous. Some of them like cute things, and then one of them clarified. He said, I meant the terrified kind. The mutant ones. The ones with ninja stars. The ones that eat pizza and live in the sewer. That's what I meant. And then I left Ohio. Every concert that I do, we do an improv song where the audience will give me suggestions.
On the spot.
Yes.
And it's like just a song that you have to do on the spot that someone
Total improv.
gives you, like the audience members will raise their hand.
Yes.
And give you an idea.
Random
a
word. So
prompt.
every show is different. I
Yeah.
never know what I'm going to sing about.
Every show is 100%
If you watched
different.
episode 1, you saw like one of the songs, one of the improv songs
Yeah.
we did. Today, you're in for a treat. We're going to show you a few of the ones we've been doing here in Ohio.
But okay, one of my favorites was this little sweet girl. She rose her hand and said she wanted you to sing about unicorns, but it's one unicorn in particular.
This is Rosalie. She wants me to sing about unicorns.
He only has one leg.
He only has one leg! You're describing a pogo stick. Okay. What's the name of this unicorn?
Mary.
Is you cool if I change his name? No! Okay, we are not changing his name. I apologize. Let me introduce you to a friend of mine. And let me tell you, he's truly one of a kind. One, for many reasons. First, he's only got one horn. I guess that's why they call him a unicorn. But turns out, he's also only got one leg. And I don't know if he was born that way or there's a crazy backstory to tell. But all I know is, oh well, his name is Larry. And his life has been really scary. Cause he's basically a pogo stick. I bet he loves to jump and to dance and to prance, cause he's a pogo stick. And I bet that he loves it when kids jump on his back, cause he's a pogo stick. And I'm pretty sure Larry is not real. I hope that doesn't hurt how you feel, cause I'm pretty sure he's just Rosalind's pogo stick. But my favorite improv song so far in Ohio,
Okay.
we were at 41 Church in Mechanicsburg.
Yes.
They wanted me to sing about Swiss and Brie.
Cheese.
But no, it was actually their dogs.
That's true. Their dogs were named Swiss.
I thought I was singing about cheese, but they
Swiss
actually
and
wanted
Brie.
me to sing
I think
about
was it Swissly?
I think it was Swissley and Brie.
Yes, but it was
and that was the name of their dogs. And I asked them why, and they said because their dogs look like cheese,
And they like
so,
cheese.
And so anyway, I wrote this song.
When you get a new best friend, and you're given the opportunity to name them. Oh, what a beautiful responsibility. Or you could name them after cheese. Like Swissley and Brie, two dogs named after cheese. You might ask yourself, why? Is it because they love to eat? Is it because they love eating something sweet? No, it's because they're yellow and they look like cheese. So if there's a vet in the audience, would you please have this one roll? Go to her house and make sure all of them are covered in holes. 'Cause apparently, Swissley looks like Swiss cheese. And I know that Swiss cheese is basically dead cheese. That's been shot many times, so many holes. So if you're a vet, let me know. If your dog covered in holes, or is he just yellow?
A little boy just recently in Urbana, Ohio, he rose his hand and said that he wanted you to sing about the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, one kid wanted me to sing about ice cream.
Oh, yes.
Another person wanted cheese. But
Yeah.
this one kid named Blake, he really wanted Dallas Cowboys.
That's
So I
right.
tried to sing about all three.
And-
But
yeah.
of course, I love making fun of the Dallas Cowboys. So this is what happened.
Ice cream, Cowboys, and cheese. Oh, I have this dream that somebody in this room will come to you in December and tell you chocolate ice cream to wipe away the tears of love terrible years. With the Dallas Blues Cowboys.
All right, so Alyson, I've been trying this whole trip. I've been trying to get deer to eat out of my hand.
Yeah.
And they won't do it. I've had apples and carrots and
deer feed. Actual
I literally
deer feed.
We went and got, a pastor went and got me deer feed because he really
Yes.
wanted me to be successful in this.
Yes.
So we go out, we try to feed deer, no luck. As we
come
walk back
back.
to our RV,
We come back, and guess what?
what?
There is like a whole box of cookies just on the hood of our RV,
Yes.
like our motorhome.
Yes.
And so I see them and I instantly I'm like, oh my goodness, those look amazing. They're
They
chocolate
did.
chip cookies. They look like they were freshly baked, even though they were
Yes.
from the store. They still looked really like homemade. So I see them and I like within 5 seconds they're in my mouth. And
That's
I
true.
ate like 7 of them. I shouldn't have.
And remember,
I
this
shouldn't have.
girl is like, eats so healthy.
Usually I try to eat healthy.
She always makes me
Usually.
buy her organic cucumbers.
Usually I
and-
try to eat healthy, but then these cookies just look so amazing, and I
So
gobbled them up.
halfway, so you've eaten half the box.
I gobbled them up.
When I asked you, where are these cookies from?
And I said, I have no idea. They were just on our car.
So here's
They're
the
just
thing.
on our car.
If anybody ever wants to just poison us,
No!
it's really simple. You just put food
No!
like in front of our RV.
No!
We will ask
No!
no questions,
No!
and we
No!
will just eat it.
No!
Because we ate these cookies not knowing who gave them to us,
Yeah.
what's in them.
No. Oh,
Speaking
no.
of eating, Okay. I walked into the RV this morning.
This is not funny. This is not funny. This is Jason David. This is not funny at all. It's logical. It's logical. Jason told me.
Yes.
Jason told me to make myself a little snack.
I did.
Because we were going to be working kind of a longer day.
Yes.
And we were going to be lifting up all the gear and everything. So he said, make yourself a little snack. You're going to be hungry.
So I walk in and this is what I see.
No, don't tell them. Don't tell them this. Don't tell them. It's because here in Ohio, again, people are really nice. And so someone gave me a loaf of sourdough bread.
Like a massive
loaf.
I walked in. You were eating it like a chipmunk eats a nut. Like you just had the entire loaf. I did eat out of the trash.
What?
You remember this?
Wait, when?
Because this girl. I remember now. This girl eats really healthy. She wants me to eat healthy, although she will eat chocolate chip cookies from a stranger.
Yeah.
But I opened the fridge. 2 of my boxes are missing.
Yes. Because
what happened?
It's because we are in an RV, and so everything is downsized, so we can't have
a very small freezer.
Very small freezer, so we can't just put anything we want in there.
So without asking my permission.
What happened was he hasn't eaten one of the boxes of ice cream cones in a long time.
Because I'm trying to be healthy.
Yeah.
I try to space myself.
Yeah, so then what I did was I just kind of like consolidated like a bunch of the desserts.
When she says she consolidated, she threw my ice cream in the trash.
I consolidated.
At it was at a gas station.
A gas station trash can.
And as I'm filling up gas, I see a little green box and that color. I'm like, I know that color. It's like a mint green. I walk over and I pulled my ice cream out of the trash can and I ate it.
That's true. That is true.
But this leads me to some questions people wanted to ask us, like how do we get water on the road?
Okay, so what we do is there's this website that has access, tells me where all the spring water is located, and
like actual springs.
We go to an actual
not
spring.
a store.
No, we don't.
It's like coming out of a mountain.
Yes,
this is all over America.
It's usually like the side of a road is usually where it is, and we're in the mountains somewhere, and there's a spring popping out, like kind of like coming out here,
coming out of like a little trickling out of a mountain or a pipe or a
sometimes
rock
someone puts like a pipe in the mountain, and then the water comes out of that.
And this is like all over America.
All over America, yeah. So we just bring our jugs over to the spring, and we fill it up there, and then we drink that water. And
it's like really good.
It tastes really good. Yeah, it tastes really good.
Sometimes you have to drive like an hour into like nowhere, into the woods with no cell service.
Yes, to get the spring
just to find it. One time we had to hike like a mile.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just to get, and with giant glass jars.
Yeah.
So what's another question that people ask?
Okay, so the next question is, Jason, how do you set up for a show? Do you have like a tour manager? Do you have like people who put all the gear up there? What do you?
It's just Allie and I.
Yes.
When people watch the show, they think there's like 15 of us because there's pyrotechnics and visual effects and all these instruments. It's just the 2 of us.
Yes, only.
But we've got like a 12-foot trailer, and in the trailer we've got all these road cases. In fact, here's us loading in at the Gloria Theater. We usually get volunteers from like a local church, and we unload all the gear. We take it in, set it all up. It's about a 4-hour process between setting up, testing the pyrotechnics, sound checking, doing the video and all that, and
filling up the inventory if we're out of merchandise.
Yes, and it was at this Gloria Theater that we found out we were opening up for Taylor Swift. Hey my friends, I've got some exciting news to share with you. Tonight, my wife and I are going to be playing at the Gloria Theater, and we are going to be opening up for the one and the only Taylor Swift. That's right, Taylor Swift tribute band. Okay, so it's not Taylor Swift. I lost 80% of my tongue to stage 4 cancer.
Jason David was told he'd never sing or preach again. Now he's on tour, sharing his music and his story, combining comedy, preaching, music, and visual effects. Jason is available to come to your church and share this powerful testimony.
I didn't give up, and that's the only reason I'm standing here right now. You're gonna see stand-up comedy, rap, worship music, preaching, like it's a whole theatrics, visual effects. It's a whole production,
prop skits.
It's a Broadway style show is what we're trying to do.
That's our
weaving in
dream.
and out of music and speaking. So if you can, like, come see it. We're in Ohio for a few more weeks, and then we head to like a bunch of, like, we're on the road for another 2.5 years.
And
but
then I think we're going to Indiana after
we're
that.
going to Indiana and Illinois and Missouri and Arkansas. That's kind of the next few states. But go to jasondavidpodcast.com and you can see all of our tour dates.
Yes.
But we're doing this for a while. But come check out the Blank Canvas Tour.
Woohoo.
Welcome to the Blank Canvas Tour.
Now, speaking of going on tour,
Yes.
I noticed you're wearing your tour shirt.
Oh, yes. I am wearing my Untitled shirt.
Woohoo! It looks awesome.
But what you're
I
really
like it.
saying is you're surprised I'm not wearing my Mr. Rogers.
I am. I'm surprised he is not wearing his Mr. Rogers shirt because that is his favorite shirt that he has 6 copies of, and he wears it everywhere. And so I'm really surprised and grateful you're wearing this
Yes,
shirt.
if you watched our previous episode, we talked about how I wear the same shirt every day, but it's not the same shirt. But it's
the
like
same
the same
design.
shirt.
It's the same
design,
design.
Mr. Rogers t-shirt.
Yeah.
But we just filmed a music video. But this shirt's really cool. This is our new shirt. Well, it's our newer shirt on tour. It says Untitled.
I like all the
but
music
these
notes.
are all the lyrics and music notes
Yeah.
Alyson sang over me when I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
And when I was, kind of dying in the hospital and felt like dying and wanted to die and wanted to give up. I was fighting. For those who don't know, I was fighting stage 4 cancer. I gave into despair. I felt completely hopeless. I just wanted to die. I wanted to give up. Alyson walked into the room. She began to sing over me, and she didn't know what to sing, so she sang my favorite hymn, "Come Thou Fount." But it's kind of there's a lot of words.
There's so many words, and there's so many words.
So you can't figure out the words.
Yeah.
So then you ended up using the same music notes, the same melody of "Come Thou Fount," but you made up your own verse. And in fact, here's me at one of our shows explaining what happened. I didn't want to fight cancer anymore. The pain was too much. I didn't even want to live anymore. Now, I hadn't slept in 3 days, so I wasn't thinking straight. All I knew is that this pain is too much. And there's one thing that I guarantee will stop the pain. And that's if I die. So I grabbed my phone and I typed, "Easy ways to die." Easy ways to die, because I'm not trying to hurt myself. I'm just trying to end myself because I'm tired of the pain. I'm tired of the fight. I'm exhausted from the struggle. And I just don't have any fight left. So I'm tossing in the towel. And I'm giving up. And it was in that moment that my wife walked in. She took one look at me and she just knew, my husband is giving up. And she didn't know what to do. And she didn't know what to say. But sometimes when words are not enough, that's when it's time to sing. But my wife is not a singer. She'll tell you that. I'm not trying to be rude. I didn't want to marry a singer. I'm too competitive. So I married a teacher. Amazing teacher. Nominated Teacher of the Year twice, but not a singer. But you know what? It didn't matter. Because worship is not about how you sound. It's not about the sound of your voice. It's about the honesty of your heart. So she decided to sing my favorite hymn. Come thou fount of every blessing, tune thy heart to sing thy praise. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for a source of endless praise. But then she forgot the rest of the words because it's a long hymn. So she made up her own words. Total improv. She thought to herself, what's the one thing that I know is be true? In this moment of darkness, in this moment of despair, when everything in my life is going wrong, what's the one thing that I know is true? And it's this, that even when life is not good, God is. So she began to sing, you are good, God. You are good, God. You are good, God. You are good. You are good, God. You are good, God. You are good, God. You are good. I hadn't felt God in so long. I hadn't felt peace in so long. But as she began to sing over and over for 3 hours, maybe she didn't hit the right notes, and maybe her voice quivered. Maybe tears were hitting the floor as she sang. And maybe she was just making up words. But you know what? It was authentic worship. And for the first time in so long, I felt the peace and presence of God flood that hospital room. Oh, you are good, God. You are good, God. You are good, God. Oh, you are good. Yeah, you are good, God. You are good. You are good, God. Oh, you are good. But yeah, we've also got a bunch of other cool stuff that we've kind of been like, here, let me move this real quick. We snuck a bunch of stuff around here. We've got, what's that?
Yeah. It's a little Jason plushie.
It's a little, here, hold on.
Oh my
Okay, so
goodness.
parents kept asking for us to make they wanted me to make a plushie of myself, and I felt really weird about doing that. For years, I refused to do it. Hold on. But this is me.
Wait. Let me comb your hair.
Oh yeah, this is what she does in real life before a show too. She actually does this to me, but now she's doing it to my plush toy.
Yeah.
So this is a mini Jason playing his guitar.
I have to comb his hair.
And he's got my necklace. But anyway, the reason why I'm not wearing my Mr. Rogers shirt is because we just filmed a music video where, and anytime we do a music video for Blank Canvas, I wear my Blank Canvas outfit. So I've got my white shoes and my white, or sometimes I have blue shoes depending on the context. I got my white pants, and I was just wearing my white long sleeve shirt, which is exactly what he's wearing. And of course, if you see me perform, you know we do a song where I wear cartoon gloves. But look, I mean, he's got the hat, everything. So
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, we have that. But we also have.
Let's see.
Alyson, what is this?
Okay, this is a comic book version of the service that we do at schools, churches. There's activities in the back. There's crossword puzzles, and there's a lot of fun games.
There's a bunch of games and activities and fill in the blanks. But basically, Alyson and I met as teachers, and we discovered that when you're teaching kids and stuff, because we put on a show that's for all ages. So, it's for like adults, of course, and teens and young adults. But we also want kids to be able to come to the show. And so what we did is everything that I preach and everything that I talk about in the show is in this comic book. So that's pretty cool. And then, of course, behind you is the CD and the record. We have a Blank Canvas record right there.
Right here.
It's blue.
Boom. There it is. Right there. And then boom, right up there.
Yeah. In fact, you want to grab that real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this.
This is awesome.
So we actually got our blank canvas record.
And you know what? Actually,
it's
people were asking
blue.
for that. We did not.
I would
this.
never have done this if people didn't ask.
No, and people said when they said they wanted it, I thought, oh, they want to decorate their house with it because who owns a vinyl
Who
record
owns a vinyl
player?
record
But
anymore?
guess what? All these new Gen Zers, they are way more
All these new
cultured
Gen
than
Zers.
us. They're way more cultured
Yes.
and cool than us, and they actually own a lot of them own record players. And see, I would have just used it as a home decor. But no, they're like, no, I actually...
Which was what we're doing right now.
Yeah, just put it in the background. It's kind of cool. No, these Gen Zers, they're way more cultured than us. They actually have record players to play this record, and they enjoy
They love it.
listening to music that way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, they're so cool.
But pretty much everything that we have, like, it's stuff that fans tell us they want.
Yes.
Fans are like, we want a plush toy, we want a record, we want a comic
Yes,
book.
they do.
We
They-
want a shirt.
yes.
We didn't used to do shirt.
No,
Like,
all we had was books and CDs. We had nothing else.
so if you ever have ideas
Yes.
for other stuff you want,
Let us know.
Clearly, we'll do it.
Yeah, let us know.
Wave goodbye to the old pain. Say hello, it's a new day. Bring it on and hear my song. I'm singing. And we gon' sing it from the mountain like, from the rural to the towns like. So wave goodbye to the old days. Say hello to a new man.
Wait. Pinocchio knows he got a nose that grows, and no, he won't show those who get too close.
They count when the sun is shining and you and I are finding ourselves as one of a kind. You know the type, and I can tell as the clouds are winding, by the way that the stars are shining, that it's gonna be a beautiful night. You don't even have to hurt this way. You don't have to be afraid. Everything will be okay. You gotta leave the flowers at the door, 'cause you won't need them anymore when you are dancing free in your new home. And that's the only thing that I got done that day, and even the next day, all over again.
People have been asking,
Yes.
they've been writing in and are sending emails and saying, what is the symbol of this cartoon Jason David? What is this cartoon
Oh, like
version?
in Pinocchio.
Yes, the music video. There's like, he has a little...
There's a
Mickey
cartoon
hand.
version of me that
Yes.
glitches in and out.
He glitches in and out, and he has
If
like
you look
hands.
closely, there's also a turtle.
Oh,
And there's
I
a
didn't notice
cartoon.
that.
You didn't know about the turtle?
I didn't even notice the turtle.
There's a cartoon turtle. There's a cartoon bird.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't notice any of it.
Have you seen the music video?
Yes, I did. I just didn't see a turtle.
Oh, Pinocchio.
I've been crying to myself, 'cause I feel alone. But I'm hiding myself. No, I won't let you close.
You were just distracted by looking at me.
Exactly.
Because apparently I'm a tough Midwestern now.
Yes,
And so
yeah.
now you look at me even more.
Yeah,
with
that's
affection.
right. That's right. Mhm.
All right. Well, yes, and then people they were asking about the gloves.
Yes, they're asking
Or like,
about the
why am I wearing?
Yes,
wearing
that's what they wrote, and they want to know why
Mickey
do you
Mouse
have
gloves?
Mickey Mouse gloves, or like the big white gloves? Why
The
are you wearing
cartoon gloves.
Cartoon gloves. Why are you wearing
yes.
those?
So in that music video, there's a ton of hidden meaning. Pinocchio.
yes.
There's a ton of hidden meaning.
Yes.
Both in the lyrics and in the visuals. So yes, my character glitches in and out
Yes.
of cartoon form to represent him not accepting reality, kind of still partly living in a fantasy world. And so he's glitching in and out because he's refusing to be honest about his reality. And really, and that's why I even wear the gloves at some point where
Yeah.
almost some of what was cartoonish before
Yeah.
has now entered into my real life. So that cartoon glove is now an actual cartoon glove that has taken over my hand.
Yeah.
And the reason being is it's inspired by my journey, not with cancer, but with what happens after afterwards, the aftermath.
Yeah.
Because what happens is when I survived, and all of a sudden I realized I'm not gonna die. You know, because we didn't know. You were
Right.
told to prepare for a funeral.
Yep.
We were told to look at life insurance and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I lost 100 pounds. I wasn't doing well in the hospital with the chemo and the therapy, and they thought I was going to die. So they told you, like, you need to be thinking worst case scenario, life without your husband.
Right.
So when I did survive, all of a sudden I started running 100 miles an hour.
Yep.
I mean, I was doing film shoots and all kinds of live events and like big productions, and never letting myself slow down.
Yeah.
And I thought I was just doing it because, like, hey, I get a take 2 on life, part 2. I didn't know I get to keep living.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go live. You know, I'm really gonna live now. But what I didn't realize what I was actually doing is trying to outrun my brain. What I mean by that is I needed to stop and process the trauma.
Yeah.
But I didn't want, subconsciously, I was too afraid to be alone with my thoughts and my feelings and my anger about the fact that I got cancer and all of that.
Yeah.
So I made myself so busy.
Yeah.
So busy and distracted. I would even like watch like if it was late at night and I couldn't sleep, instead of sitting there in the silence, I would just watch movie after movie after movie until I fell asleep, not realizing that what I was actually doing is I was scared to be alone in the silence and sit with my thoughts. So I'm trying to outrun it, but eventually it caught up with me, the trauma, the PTSD, all of it, and then I had like a breakdown, and then I was suicidal again, and I was refusing to get help, and I needed to get therapy, and that's what Oh Pinocchio is about. It's I've been lying to myself for the longest time. I've been telling myself that I'm just fine. Because I was telling myself, like, I'm okay, but really it was I was scared to get help. I was scared to be honest with my feelings and my emotions, and when what you hide cannot heal. When you are hiding, you are not healing. And I was refusing to accept my new reality. My new reality is I don't have a tongue anymore. I lost 80% of my tongue to cancer. I now sound like Sid the Sloth from Ice Age. I hate my lisp. I hate that I sound like that. But that is my reality. And I have to accept that there's some things I'm not going to get back. I'm not going to get my speech back. It's gone. And I can choose to either accept that reality or try to live in a fantasy world. But when you live in a fantasy world, it means you're hiding from the pain and you're not addressing it. And when you don't address it, you can't fix it. And you can either choose to get bitter or choose to get better. And so Oh Pinocchio is this idea of like, Pinocchio knows that he's got a nose that grows.
Pinocchio knows he got a nose that grows. And no, he won't show those who get too close. In case they know it is so, he holds his breath and tries his best attempt so desperately to be invisible. He don't want to be seen, he needs to be heard. To open his mouth loud and speak a few words, reveal all the hurt and all of the pain. Cause change and change unless it's sustained, so he'll stay the same. A fake toy, a decoy with no joy, with the beating heart that beats to be a real boy.
Every time he talks, he lies. Because he refuses to be honest about his trauma and his pain. And so he will lie. But when he lies, his nose grows. And so he decides, you know what? If I stop speaking, my nose can't grow. Because if I'm not speaking, I can't lie. And also, if I'm not speaking, I don't have to be honest. So the song, you know, it says like, you know, Pinocchio, what he needs to do, he needs to speak. He needs to open up his mouth loud and speak a few words, reveal all the hurts and all the pain, because change isn't change unless it's sustainable. You know, people are like, I've changed, but we won't know if you changed until a year from now. Change isn't change unless it's sustained. But because Pinocchio refuses to change, he refuses to be honest and get help, he's going to stay the same. A fake toy, a decoy with no joy, with a beating heart that beats to be a real boy. Handcrafted, skin grafted. When I say skin grafted, I'm actually talking about my skin graft.
Yeah, that's people were asking that. They said, what does skin graft mean?
Yeah, they took skin from my leg, they put it on my arm, and they put my arm into, they took the chunk of my arm and they put it in my mouth. I lost so much of my tongue that they had to build a new one. So you see this chunk of my arm right here? They took that chunk of my arm and they built a new tongue and they put that in my face. So you know how some people say they speak with their foot in their mouth? I'm speaking with my arm in my mouth. Although my wife will tell you I speak with both my foot and my arm in my mouth. Now I know the kids are with us today. Kids, you guys want to hear something crazy? Yeah, it's pretty crazy though. You sure? All right. So you know how your arm grows hair? You know how your arm grows hair? It was luscious. It grew like it was in a hot, moist swamp. It was tickling the roof of my mouth. I felt like a kitty cat coughing up hairballs. But I have good news for you. I went through 8 weeks of chemotherapy, 35 rounds of radiation. They shot lasers through my face, and it killed all the hair cells on my tongue. So now my tongue is the equivalent of a middle-aged man having an identity crisis. Because my tongue has gone bald, and it just bought a motorcycle. All right? Only one of those things is true. But yeah, so my character glitches in and out of cartoon form because he's not willing to deal with childhood trauma. He's not willing to deal with the pain and the PTSD. And what he needs to do is be honest and get help. And eventually I did that. And it really helped. That's what that's why the song is like, do 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 do. I'm not alright. It's weird because musically it's saying
positive.
It's positive and happy and whistling and it's fun. But lyrically it's like, I'm not alright, but I'll be just fine, because it's putting on that front, that fake.
Pinocchio.
One of the things we sometimes talk about on tour is the story of Lazarus. Like, Jesus has a best friend, or has a really good friend named Lazarus. Lazarus is dying, so his sisters write to him, Jesus, come quickly. Your friend whom you love is dying. And what does Jesus do? He takes his time. And he's late again. Like, what was his excuse? My donkey ran out of gas or had too much gas. Like, he shows up late, and Lazarus is dead.
Yeah.
Mary and Martha, they're upset.
His sisters.
They're crying. Yeah, Lazarus' sisters are mad. They run up. One of them comes to Jesus and says, if you had been here, my brother would not have died.
Yeah, the pain in her voice.
What she's really saying is, Jesus, this is your fault. This is on you.
Yeah.
If you could have stopped this, why didn't you? If you had been here, he'd still be alive. Where were you? I wrote to you, and you didn't write back. And you showed up late, and you say you're his friend, but what kind of friend does that? And you say you're his God, but what kind of God does that? These are very big accusations. If you had been here, it's basically saying, Jesus, this is your fault.
Yeah.
My brother's dead because of you.
Yeah.
And what does Jesus say? I mean, if there's anyone who could have said the perfect thing.
What's the perfect thing that Jesus said?
Jesus wept. He didn't say anything. He allowed himself to feel her pain, almost as if to say, if that was my brother, I'd be mad too. If that was my loved one, I'd be angry too. So I'm going to sit here in this moment, I'm going to cry with you. And then after a few moments of that, I love this, he says, show me where you buried him. Show me where you buried him. And to me, that's what this song is about. Because I think sometimes we bury things, childhood trauma, pain from a divorce, pain from a child who said, I hate you, and then left the house, pain from a loved one, a grandma that we prayed for, but she still passed away, pain from parents who split up, and every other weekend we were with a different parent. Pain when we lose a parent to death, and Mother's Day or Father's Day is just so hard to deal with, and but sometimes we bury that as we become adults, and we don't want to deal with it, and we bury it so deep that it becomes a poison, and it begins to affect our decisions, and it affects our moods, and it affects who we are in relationship with and how we handle relationships, and it really poisons us. And sometimes it feels like God is saying, Jesus is saying, show me what you buried. Take me to that memory. Take me to that place where you, where you prayed and that person still passed away. Take me to that moment where your uncle touched you in ways he shouldn't have. Take me to that moment of heartbreak when you thought you found the person you were going to be with for the rest of your life, and then they walked out on you or they cheated on you, or take me to that memory that you have buried so deep, and you think you've done a good job of hiding it, but it is poisoning you and affecting everything. Take me to that memory. Bring it to the surface so I can heal it.
Gotta move on, and it's time to press on. Every once in a while, teach yourself to smile. It's time to leave the pain behind. Leave the pain behind, yeah. Leave the pain behind. Leave the pain behind.
Where are we going next?
Indiana.
You said that like Indiana was in trouble. Indiana, get over here. Sit in your corner. You're getting a timeout, Indiana.
Indiana.
I got us a pet.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Do you want to see video? Proof? I made a video.
No, you didn't.
Do you want to see it?
Jason, David, what are you talking about?
I got us a pet.
Are you referring to like a fly? Because there's always a fly in our RV somehow.
No, this is like he's much bigger than a fly. Do you want to see the video?
Okay.
Oh, hey, come here, boy. Good boy. Right here, boy. Yeah. Ah, it's so good to see. Oh, my goodness. I missed you. Oh, ow. Oh, bad boy. Go back. Almost. Sharky getting his running start. He jumps. So close. Getting his running start. Here he goes. He makes the jump. Oh, Sharky! Shark! What? Oh my! What? Did you bring this with? What is happening? Did you bring this with? This is traumatic for me. This shark comes out of nowhere and begins circling our board. And remember, our feet are dangling in the water, so as manly as I could, I lifted my feet out of the water and I just sat on the board. And we're beginning to shake, but then the shark swims away, and I think, okay, all right, we're okay. My friends, not even 2 minutes later, that shark comes back with 2 additional sharks, and now 3 sharks are circling our board. And at this point, I'm sitting on the board like this, but we're shaking so bad that it's causing the board to tip, and we're about to fall into the water and die, which at that point will be her fault. So,
wait, Jason, our favorite segment is testimonies on tour.
Yes.
Do you know of any testimonies so far?
Yes, I got to talk with a dad. He went to one show where I happened to talk about the Lazarus segment. He took some time to really process some of the childhood trauma that he had shoved down. Was able to find some real healing.
Amen.
And then came to one of our other shows in Ohio just to tell us that, hey, I want you to know, like when you said that,
wow,
I found healing through
Amen.
that. There was this little girl who after a show handed us a little note.
Oh, yes.
And just wanted to say say thank you for praying for me. And
Yeah.
she had been wanting to give up, and we've been seeing a lot of that, like with kids and even senior citizens and elderly who like dealing with thoughts of giving up.
Yeah.
And we've gotten to pray with them. There was a man diagnosed with cancer who had turned to alcohol to cope with it, and I understand, the need to cope with something like that. But then it became an addiction, because once again, like, when you're hiding, you're not healing. So when you become numb to pain, you're not fixing anything. You're just hiding from it.
Yeah.
And so then that adds more pain.
Yeah.
And so we got to pray with him, and he's really trying to overcome that alcohol addiction.
Praise the Lord. Yeah.
And it helped for him just to hear somebody else who's been through cancer and hear my story.
Yeah.
Man, there's a boy with autism, and after the show, he was just crying, like happy tears, because he said he felt God's presence, for the first time.
Amen.
And, anyways, there's so many more testimonies that we don't have time for, but once again, like we said, like we're missionaries. We're out here trying to just spread the message. If you'd like to help pay for diesel or gas, or pay for food, or for those cookies that show up on the door. But if you want, cookies. If you would like to help us with just the cost of living on the road and doing all these events, we don't charge. A lot of the places we go to, we don't even charge for the event. We just set up, we do the show, and just hope it all works out. But if you'd like to help, you can go to jasondavidpodcast.com or click a link. There might be a link that you can press. And but if you'd like, you can donate, support our missionary work. We're reaching families in the home, kids in the classroom, and people of all ages all around the world through music and media.
You can follow our journey on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok at Jason David Music.
And you can stream our music on Spotify, Apple Music, or any music streaming site by searching the artist name I Am Untitled. And we've actually made it super easy. JasonDavidPodcast.com has a link to everything. A link to all of our music, all of our social media, ways to donate, or just to follow our journey wherever you want, and all of our tour dates. Super simple. JasonDavidPodcast.com has everything that you need.
Thanks for hanging out with us, friends.
Until next time, God's best.
And God bless.
You left me hanging. Oh.
Jason and Alyson are missionaries reaching families in the home, kids in the classroom, and people of all ages all around the world. Through I Am Untitled, Jason and Alyson are currently in 171 countries, reaching millions of people through music, media, and ministry. You can support these missions by clicking this link or visiting JasonDavidPodcast.com, where you can gain free access to all I Am Untitled music, as well as donate to their missionary work. Thanks for partnering with us to reach families in the home, kids in the classroom, and people of all ages all around the world.
Hey, friends.
Hey. Now, Jason.
Yes.
In our previous podcast.
Episode.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, Jason.
Oh my gosh. Wait, has this been here the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just noticed that. That's what Pinocchio is about.
That's good. That's good. Thank you for sharing that, Jason David.
Well, thank you, Alyson Ramos. that's her middle name.
That's my middle name.
But speaking of I'll let you finish yawning.
Well, I thought you got me a dog.
Did you really think I got you a dog? Oh, I'm so sorry. That backfired.
Not really.
But then part of you was like...
I think part of me...
Because you know I would.
Part of me just wants a dog so bad, but we can't have one.
But did you kind of think... I'm sorry.
No, you didn't. I didn't. I just thought...
Because I started looking at your face and thinking, I think she really thinks I'm about to pull out like a dog. Okay, Alyson, anything else you'd like to add before we... Again, just nothing more.
Nothing.
Okay. Well... Next time we'll have even more. But you did a great job today. This is only our second podcast. We still don't know what we're doing, but I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you. That's a wrap.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Okay. Now you gotta buy me a dog.